As you know, we have an election that has already started. Today's the last day of early voting. I've already voted. Imagine who I voted for. But I just want to state that Kelly Schulz is someone that I've known for a number of years. I have a very high regard for her. She's worked in our administration for the last, for about 7 years. 7 years in our administration from day one in various roles. It's been very beneficial to the administration, to the success of our administration. And I will say 100% that she is extremely qualified to be the next governor of the great state of Maryland. And I know that she is a true conservative, a common sense conservative, who will continue the efforts that we have made to put Maryland on the right track going forward. I say we, with Governor Hogan and our entire administration, have worked hard to make Maryland a more affordable place for Marylanders. A place that, you want to come and work and raise a family, start a business, and retire if that is your desire to retire. I don't think I'm ever going to retire, so I'm retiring from politics, but in terms of trying to continuing to do things. But I know Kelly is the right person to take the state, take the next step in terms of, what is best for our citizens, for Marylanders, for those citizens to come. And so I just wanted to take this moment and introduce her to you. And I'm not sure who these characters are, but Kelly Schulz, our next governor. Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming. Lieutenant Governor, I cannot even thank you enough for being out here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the best Lieutenant Governor that the state has ever seen. And a very good friend of mine as well, and a mentor. And through some very tough times, he's been able to make sure that Maryland stayed on the right path. And for that, sir, I will be forever grateful. Thank you very much. There aren't too many elected officials left like this. Our state and our country would be better off with far more Boyd Rutherfords than the others. And so we're very, very, very grateful.
I have to say, I'm not going to be able to say I have an appointment. That's very important.
Sir, the fact that you came out here today
In a dark suit on a hot day.
on a dark suit on a hot day, I am even more grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
But I also want to thank these wonderful Marylanders standing behind me. Thank you all very much for coming today, who came out to join this press conference. These are hardworking families doing everything that they can to make ends meet, to provide a good life for their children. We are here today to talk about affordability and making it a little bit easier for you to live in our state. This is an issue that is extremely personal to me. As many of you already know, when I was a 19-year-old, I found myself pregnant, working in a bar, and in need of government assistance. I know what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck. There were times when I'd take extra shifts, waiting tables and tending bar, just so that I could save enough money to go to Walmart late at night, the day before Christmas, to make sure that I got just the right toy under the tree for my boys. Or to wait until the day before Thanksgiving and use all of the money that I saved up so that our family could enjoy a nice holiday meal. Like so many Marylanders, I worked hard for everything that I had. There was no plan ahead and stock up on necessities. At that point, I know what it's like to worry about whether you can afford food or gas. I know what it's like to worry if you're going to have enough money to buy the basic necessities for your child. These are worries and fears far too many Marylanders are facing every single day. What America and Maryland has experienced over the last year, skyrocketing inflation, soaring gas prices, the cost of food through the roof. This has been devastating to Marylanders from all walks of life. And while a governor cannot control the price of gas or the causes of inflation, they can do something to make life a little bit more affordable for Marylanders. As you can see, we're also joined today by my opponents. We call them the Unaffordables. And this morning, my campaign team released a new ad called the Unaffordables. We call them that because voting for them or any of these people here will lead to Maryland with higher fees, taxes, and costs for everyone. They want more government spending, massive new programs, and of course, the higher taxes that come with all of that. Last month, inflation was over 9%, the highest in 31 years. And gas today is around $5 a gallon. This cannot go much longer. The question is, what can the governor do to relieve some of that burden? I'm going to tell you today what I'm suggesting. First, let's all come together to repeal the inflation tax. In 2013, Democrats in Annapolis tied our gas tax to inflation to avoid having to vote on gas tax increases ever again. I, of course, voted against that. So when inflation goes up, so does the gas tax. As a result, just 2 weeks ago, our gas tax increased by 18%, the largest gas tax increase in history. Hardworking Marylanders need relief. Former Governor Martin O'Malley rammed this cowardly tax through the legislature, and as our governor, I promise you I will repeal it my first year in office. Second, we all know that Maryland has the fortunate distinction of being one of the worst states for retirees. Thanks to Governor Hogan and Lieutenant Governor Rutherford, we've made progress, but we've got to do more. It breaks my heart that Marylanders are fleeing our state to retire elsewhere. Hardworking Marylanders earned their pensions and retirement accounts here in Maryland. They should not have to leave our state to escape out of control taxes. We will eliminate the taxes on retirement income of all Marylanders, from our hometown heroes and military veterans to our state employees, to our teachers, and everybody else. Those living on a fixed income desperately need relief. To keep our retirees here, we also need to address property taxes. We should freeze property taxes on all Marylanders who are 70 years or older. These people, our friends, our neighbors, they built our communities. They deserve to stay here and retire here. Third, since launching this campaign, we have made it clear that this is a campaign about opportunity. It's about ensuring that every single Marylander can successfully pursue their own dreams here in Maryland. The burdens of student debt and the cost of home ownership serve as an obstacle for many to pursue their own dreams, to start their business or build a family. I am proposing that we allow Marylanders to deduct interest paid on student loan from state taxes, and that in order to incentivize home ownership, we permit first-time homeowners to deduct the interest on their mortgage for the first 3 years. Fourth, I'm very proud of what we have accomplished over the course of the last 8 years. As Governor Hogan's Chief Economic Development Officer, I am proud of my record of leading and establishing nationally recognized job training and apprenticeship programs, which we will expand when I am governor. And I am proud that we changed the culture for business. Maryland is now open for business. We have more businesses in our state than at any other point in history. And Maryland is ranked the most improved state for business in the nation. While this is an accomplishment, we still have much more work to do. I want to make sure that Maryland is the best state in America for business. We need to make Maryland more competitive so that we can have a business environment that encourages new entrepreneurs, allows businesses to expand, and attracts more businesses to Maryland. Governor Hogan fought for this, and we'll get it done next year. We will eliminate the $300 annual business filing fee. Small businesses are the backbone of our state and the heart of our main streets. Inflation and the cost of goods are hitting them hard. They need relief too. I will propose to exempt the first $25,000 that a small business makes from state taxes. This will help grow our economy, encourage new businesses to operate across this great state. Now, unlike my opponent, Dan Cox, I don't lie to Marylanders. I don't tell them about fairy tales, about things that will never happen so they can feel good about themselves. I tell the truth. I have integrity. This is what I can do, and I want to get it done. But I can't do it alone, and I can't do it without the help of the General Assembly. But Marylanders can rest assured that I will use this full power of my office. I will use every ounce of my energy that I have. I will pull every string on every bully pulpit to force these ideas through and make life a little bit more affordable for each and every one of us. I will always stand as a guard against the progressives in Annapolis who try to solve every problem with higher taxes. That will not happen on my watch. I started off as a scared pregnant girl working at a bar, and now I'm running for governor. I could not have done that without receiving a ton of help along the way. And the message that I'm sending to Marylanders is that they can count on me to be the kind of governor who will always help those in need, and especially those who are willing to help themselves. Thank you all for coming out today, and I'm happy to address anything.